What's up studs, Sam here, or Jedi Bricks, and LEGO has been giving us a really good run of Clone Wars sets and vehicles recently, but there is one white whale that they just don't seem to want to make. Set 10195 is the only ever dropship with ATOT released by LEGO. In 2023 in sealed condition, this set is selling for over $1,000, so I decided to make my own version using only parts from 2022's ATOT Walker. The main challenge here is of course the fundamental differences in the vehicle's design. So the ATOT lacks all of the outer armor. It is a troop transport vehicle, and this open armor is what makes it quite a challenging build. So shout out to Brickclass183 and Bricktastic Ideas for providing the base build instructions, which I have heavily modified in this video. Starting with the build, we began with a base frame, which used lots of Technic parts to build a scaffolding system. We then added structural pieces, cannons to the front, and a main handle in the middle. The cockpit was one of my favorite parts, and after adding the legs and the side armor, it was pretty much done. But that's when we found some pretty serious structural issues. So first up, the handle kept coming off, so we added Technic frames below to take the weight when you pick up the ATOT. The next problem came with the cockpit, which has 4 separate opening points, and I strengthened all of these by adding a 1x6 plate to connect the frame together. Another really important structural upgrade was to add 1x2 plates to the back of all of the leg joints, because without them, the legs break apart easily when you place the ATOT down. So I turned my attention to details and the design and started with the armoured side plating, which felt a bit unfinished to me. So by adding in these 2 curved tiled plates, I was able to give it a sleeker, more covered look. I then tiled off and added grills to the exposed areas and started work on the back armoured section, which was definitely one of the more complex parts of the build. I added the 2024 Clone Battlepack to the back section, which is neatly designed to fit the 2024 Clones v Droids Battlepack speeder bike, along with up to 16 clone troopers. It's on a Technic lever system, which allows it to be put over as cover or moved down as an exit for troops and for the speeder bike, and it also has a printed piece not included in the ATTE. Then I built a small weapon station into the handle, which features jetpacks and blasters, before adding in a hollow station in the control room for communications and decking it out with 212 clone troopers. But one thing definitely missing was the stickers, and so I combined stickers from the ATTE with a couple of stickers from the Dark Trooper attack set. Some finishing touches were still needed, so I added in a crate of thermal detonators in the back, along with a small ladder on the back lever system, which really reminded me of the Captain Rex's ATTE set. Which reminds me that in the last 20 years, LEGO has released 4 or 5 different versions of the ATTE, and it really doesn't look like they're going to be releasing another ATOT anytime soon, which is a real shame because it's one of my favourite Clone Wars vehicles that we just don't see enough of. We first see it featured in Revenge of the Sith in the battles for Felucia. I know I'm not the only one who would love to see LEGO release an updated ATOT, but until then, let's deck it out with as many clone troopers as it can possibly fit. Let me know in the comments how many you think we can fit inside the ATOT, but stick till the end if you want to see how you can turn your Coruscant Republic gunship into the dropship that can pick up and carry this ATOT or the 2022 ATTE. And as you can see, I managed to fit 30 clone troopers inside the ATOT. Now, I would recommend you just have 12 to 18 clone troopers in there so you can utilise the speeder bike space and set up more visually realistic looking scenes. But hub damn does that vehicle look fine packed out with a clone army. And now let's take a close look and showcase at the full set up with the light bricks and with accurate scenes. You can spin this set 360 and it looks pretty good from every single angle, from both sides, from the back and from the front, which I think is really important when displaying sets and also for large battle scale mocs. One thing that you're going to run into when building this is a big set. So here's a quick comparison to the recent Coruscant Republic gunship. And here it is on display, looking pretty cool and taking up an entire shelf. And the best thing about this is that you can build your own base version of this ATOT and then start customizing it pretty easily. All you need for this is the ATTE Walker, and on January the 1st, the Clone Trooper vs Battle Droids Battle Pack. And as I promised, if you feel like taking your clone army to the next level, there is a huge modification for the Coruscant Republic gunship so that you you can turn it into a dropship. But stay tuned for another video on that. And with that being said, I'd love to know your thoughts down in the comments. Praise coconut bricks, but that's all I've got. So I'll see you guys in the next video.